Good morning, Mascoutah High School. I'm Chase Hansen.
And I'm Julia Vasquez. We have a great show for you today. We have a team spotlight, sports report, teacher spotlight, and more.
But first, let's take it to our very own Julia Vasquez with a Black History Month feature.
Who doesn't like poetry, rap music, and a good book? Today we are going to highlight a young poet and writer, Jason Reynolds. Jason Reynolds was born in Washington, D.C. in 1984 and raised in Oxon Hill, Maryland. At the young age of 9, rap music inspired him to write poetry, which has led to his career as a young adult novel writer, reaching millions of teenagers and young people across the globe. Currently at the age 36, this young Black American has a growing list of impressive accomplishments. He has received the Coretta Scott King Award for New Talent, written 7 novels, and 2 novels receiving the honor of being on the New York Times bestseller list. Also, 2017 was a huge year for Mr. Reynolds, receiving the NAACP Image Award for Outstanding Literary Work for Youth and Teens. And he was the writer of Miles Morales' Spider-Man. He then returned to poetry with Long Way Down in verse, which was named a Newbery Honor Book. Jason Reynolds has a unique gift of reaching his audience during these present-day challenging times, and many young readers find a connection to his literary work. Wow, all of these accomplishments in just 3 short years. Let's take it over to Sean for a basketball highlight.
Thanks, Julia. The boys basketball team started their season with a bang against Madison to secure their first win of the season. They have gone on to beat every team in their path to becoming conference champs. The Indians are feeling confident in their recent victories and hope to keep the energy rolling. The team has a competitive schedule ahead of them and are preparing to go up against some tough competition at Mater Dei next weekend.
I'm here today with starting guard Justin King, who had 33 points in Monday night's win against Highland. So, Justin, what was your biggest fear going into this season?
My biggest fear going into the season was overthinking like the plays and how I play and all that stuff, which is evident in my first 2 games that when my biggest fear came true. But these past few games, I figured it out.
Nice. Who is your guys' biggest opponent going into this season?
I say our biggest opponent is Triad. They're one of our rivals. It's been our rivals for a while. They don't like us, we don't like them, so I say that's our biggest opponent. And beating them by 30 a couple of nights ago was really big for us.
Who is your biggest inspiration going into this season?
Definitely Coach Love. He would love how we're playing right now. Just being the dog and the competitors he would want us to be. Especially going back to the Triad night, how we beat Triad by 30, he would definitely love that.
Nice. Any last words you want to say to MHS before we go?
The couple words I would say is that just keep working and then let's eat.
Yeah. The boys hope to keep their stride with the game tonight against Madison on our home court. If you want to catch this game, you can watch it on the NFHS website. The girls started their season a little bit rocky, but secured a big win against Madison last week. They go on to face Wood River this weekend and hope to secure another win. Good luck on your games this weekend, Indians. Now on to Zach and Taylor with a spotlight on the MHS cheer and dance teams.
And our final team will be joining us tomorrow for the state finals. Let's hear it for Mascoutah!
Last year was the best year in dance team history. Not only did our group of 8 reach the second day of state, which has never been done before, but we placed 5th overall. This year, our team of 5 is looking to repeat the same success we faced last year. Though at the peak of our success, we as a team will be losing our biggest motivator.
Hi, I'm Coach Wambacher. I have taught at Mascoutah High School for 33 and a half years, and I just retired in December. I have been coaching for 30 years. My expectations this year for the dance team are for them to qualify for state this weekend at the IHSA sectional tournament. The thing I enjoy most about my current team is their personalities. They are awesome dancers, but most of all, they are really good people, and I enjoy spending every day with them. My favorite moment over the last 30 years was last year at IHSA State Day 1 when they announced that we made Day 2. I jumped up so fast and screamed that I almost passed out, and Coach Battis had to help me sit down. That was probably the most exciting time. So this year, I'm hoping for that same excitement when they announce that we're going to the top 10 at state.
We want to thank Mrs. Wambacher for all the hard work she's put in over 3 decades. Even though you're leaving us, your legacy will stay in Mascoutah. Through all the gifts you've given, perhaps the biggest is your daughter, Coach Surtak, who also happens to be the cheer coach.
Ready, and 5, 6, 7, 8.
This year, the cheer team is working to be the best in the area. All of this starts with senior captain Laurel Amrine.
Hi, I'm Laurel Amrine and I'm the Mascoutah cheer captain. My role as a cheer captain is to motivate my other members before competition and to lead them in the right direction. My personal goal is to get better at my tumbling and to push my other teammates so we can be the best we can at sectionals.
The leadership doesn't stop there. Coach Ryan Surtek is the new varsity cheer coach this year, but looks to have as successful of a career as her mom had.
Hi everyone, I'm Ryan Surtak, the head cheerleading coach at Mascoutah High School. This is my first year as the head coach, but 3rd year coaching in total. My expectations for our team this year are to compete in a few competitions and just to have fun overall at the games that we get to participate in. This season is different, unlike every other season we've had so far, so just being able to get out there and have fun is my overall expectation. The best thing about the current team this year is their ability to overcome adversity so well. Like every other sport this season in school in general, it's been completely different than any other year, and they have done an amazing job with adapting to how things are this year, so I would say that's the best thing about this team.
The cheer team is looking to step it up from past years. Given their hard work and talent, it seems they are destined for success. Both the dance and cheer teams are adapting given the changes to their season, though they're all looking to be the very best. Now, we're going to throw it over to Nick.
Welcome back to Nick Review Stuff. On this episode, we'll be taking a look at the white icy powder that kids love but adults hate. Snow. Snow can be pretty fun to play in. You can have snowball fights, make snow angels, forts, and even people? Are we trying to become the next Dr. Frankenstein or something? So, yeah, I mean, the snow is fun to play in, but when it comes to traveling in it, well, cue the montage. In addition to what we just saw, snowstorms can lead to water pipes breaking and electricity going out for a time. Like what we saw last week in Texas, where both of those things happened, along with the slipping. The pipes breaking has made the home soggy, and the lack of power has made a very large chunk of Texans freezing in their homes. In addition, this kind of weather being in Texas is a rarity, and an even bigger one for this large of a snowstorm. Overall, snow is what I would consider to be a cute but deadly thing. It is fun to play in, but dangerous to travel in. If you do need to travel out, make sure you take extra precautions and try not to break something, whether it be your car or yourself. Let's send it off to Sydney, who will be interviewing a new addition to the cast of MHS Teachers.
Hey MHS, today I'm here with Mr. Hoge and we'll be playing a game of rapid fire. He is the newest addition to Mascoutah, so I'll be asking him as many questions as I can in under a minute to get to know him. Here we go. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Passionate, caring, and hardworking.
What's your favorite hobby?
Baseball.
First thing you do when you wake up in the morning?
Check my phone.
Biggest pet peeve?
Chew with your mouth closed.
Strangest thing you've ever eaten?
I've eaten some rattlesnake before.
Dream car?
Mustang.
What did you eat for breakfast?
I had oatmeal today.
One thing you're most afraid of?
Spiders.
Where would you go if you were invisible?
Probably the Caribbean.
What's your dream job?
Teacher.
How do you like your steak cooked?
Medium rare.
Are you a dog or cat person?
Dog.
Impressive, Mr. Hoge. You answered all the questions I had for you in under a minute.
Thanks for playing. Is there anything you want to let Mascoutah know?
I want to say I'm having a great time here, and I want to thank Coach Eddie for letting me help with baseball this spring when we get this chance to play.
Thank you, Mr. Hoge, for your time. Now on to Paul with this week's school announcements.
Good morning, Indians. My name is Paul, and I got some news that you guys might want to know. But first, I want to say a huge congratulations to February Student of the Month, Braden Bryant. Chess Club and Tabletop Club will meet on March 3rd in room 277. Make sure you guys go to that meeting, Chess Club members and also Tabletop. Next, Model UN members, you guys have a meeting on March 4th at 1:30, so you guys can prepare for your competition on March 10th. Also, reminder, seniors, if you want to order your senior class shirt, the deadline is tonight. Next, athletes, your signing day is March 5th. Make sure you guys go to that meeting. Also, the ASVAB test will be taking place on March 12th at noon in the cafeteria and in the auditorium. Well, that's all the news I got for you guys today. Stay safe out there.
The internet blew up earlier this week with news of famous rapper Bobby Shmurda, who was released from prison on Tuesday. The rapper's rise to fame was cut short by his arrest 7 years ago. He is now 26 years old and will be on parole under community supervision in Brooklyn. The rapper has left an everlasting legacy on hip-hop and is one of the most influential artists of our generation. Bobby has given inspiration to some of your favorite artists, such as Chief Keef and 21 Savage. Hopefully Bobby can give us some new music soon and stays out of trouble. That's all for current events.
Due to the effects of the pandemic, many clubs and activities have been canceled. But despite all this, the band has kept marching onwards. We have found a way to adapt and overcome these difficult times. Now, let's hear from Mrs. G on how the band is dealing with COVID-19.
Pandemic has affected band quite a bit, just given the nature of the activity that you have to have wind, and thus masking and things are certainly difficult. So we did a lot of research and have made sure to keep everyone safe through bell covers and distancing. Certain instruments require special covers or shields, and so just making sure we did all the research so everyone could be safe. It's certainly not the most ideal setting, but we are excited to be playing nonetheless. The plans moving forward are just to continue to be cognizant of what the research tells us about when we can go back to playing a little bit closer together or when bell covers aren't going to be needed. And so I think that is going to be a quite lengthy process, and we just continue to inch toward normalcy as we're able to and really just follow guidance from the state and the nation as a whole. Next year, assuming things can return to a sense of normalcy and safety, we are hoping to go to Orlando and partake in several things at Disney and at Universal Studios. And so we're very excited about that, being able to march in Magic Kingdom and do some recording activities where we get to basically be the music for a clip from a movie. And so we're very excited about that trip. We're hoping to be able to pull it off in March of 2022. So we have a new assistant director. Her name is Miss Edwards, and she comes to us from teaching at Alton last year. I actually have known Miss Edwards for a while. She went to SIUE as well, and she's a wonderful percussionist, a great teacher, and has been an asset to us, and certainly someone that I'm not sure we would have made it through this COVID situation trying to teach everyone without her. So we're excited to have her and her expertise. We also have a student teacher this semester, Miss Kay, who's been wonderful to have as well come on board, and so she'll be helping us and teaching the students. And certainly in a situation like this, more than ever, it's great to have as many hands that can help as possible.
We would like to thank Mrs. G for taking time out of her busy schedule to share with us what the band has been up to. I'm Matt Dietering, reporting for Tribe Talk.
Thanks for watching this week's edition of Tribe Talk. Stay safe
and stay classy, Mascoutah.